Hi, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing my hands, hi, I'm Erin of Planning Life with Erin, and I'm so excited you stopped by, check out this video. Thanks so much for being here, and if you're returning, hey, how have you been? All right, guys, welcome back to another Monday morning of me getting my life together. Okay, so it's Monday. What is the date today? Today is June 10th. This week is looking a little bit calmer than last week. We do have Spirit Week this week because why not? But you know, I'm not going to stress about it. Okay, so I decided to use, we're going to be using Coffee Monster Co. Helen's Favorite Things. I still have a few left on here. I absolutely love these. I think they're so beautiful. I'm going to throw in possibly the Doodle Headers Happy Mail. We'll see. And then to match, I was thinking about using the rest of my July 2023 as some neutrals and some blues because I really like this combination of washi, so I want to use it. So I was trying to find something that like complemented it, and I think this will work. And I also have my trackers, and I happen to have a blue one left, so we're going to go with that. Color-wise, I need to kind of decide. I think I'm going to go with this. This is the color I used last week, I believe. Yes, and I think I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to do, so this is a mild liner. I don't know the name of it. I think it's like just dark blue or something like that. And then this is a Tombow. It's 992. I think they'll look pretty good together with this washi selection. So yeah, we're going to make this work, guys. I don't know if I'm going to use these headers yet because I might use the smaller, the thinner washi at the top. So let me grab it and see what it looks like. I feel like my light is strobing right now. My overhead light, my Canva light, I'm not sure. The cat, sometimes I have the plugs like underneath my desk, and the cats sometimes mess around with them, which is, you know, kind of not safe. I keep saying, like, Poppy, we yell at her all the time. We try to keep the plugs. It's like I have to baby-proof my house again because for a minute she was like trying to chew on a cord, and I'm like, this is going to be the reason why our house burns down and poor Poppy is going to get electrocuted. What's happening? But they kind of, where my wires are for underneath the desk, when I put my feet up on my footrest, I kind of bump into it sometimes, so it gets loose, but I fixed it, so I'm not sure why we're still strobing. So if it continues, I might pause to figure out what's going on because I don't know if I can handle that. And I don't know how visible it is on camera, so yeah, because why not? It's Monday. Why not? Let's see, how do I want to do this? We had a really good weekend. Let me see if I can just cut that. I like to have it straight, like, oh, there it goes again. I think it's showing up on camera, so I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to take this off. I like to have a straight edge with my washi. All right, that's not going to work. Let's try that again. Try to line it up really good. This light's really bothering me, and it's distracting me. Let's line this up, and then I'm going to pause so I can try to figure out what the deal is on this light. Sometimes if I have things, oh, I think I know what it is. I might not have to pause. If I have more than one thing, so I have like a, it's not an extension cord, but it's a, oh, this thing's driving me crazy. It's like a plug that has like USBs in it and stuff, and I think it's because I'm charging my headphones. So if I don't charge my headphones, that should maybe be better. Let's see. It like draws, this light draws too much power. So when I'm trying to charge something along with running my light, it flickers. So let's see if that works. This way I don't have to pause the video. I'm not sure if it is. I don't think it is. All right, I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I think it settled down. I just unplugged it. I gave it a minute, plugged it back in. That's like always the solution. If it keeps doing it, I might have to pull out my other light, and that's okay. I wish that it was bright enough right where I am, like I was in front of a window, but unfortunately, there is no window over here. And I don't think I would like my desk set up in the middle of my living room, but that's okay. All right, so because my tracker is blue, I am going to use blue down my sidebar. So I just want to make sure I say that to myself because then I will do something completely different. I really hope this light settles down. If I'm being honest, I did have a little bit of issues, like I said, with the light when I first got it. It's a Canva light, and I did have some issues with it where it was flickering, and I wrote to customer support and they were gonna like send me another one, but then Joe and I realized that it was because of like the power draw from like me charging my iPad and having other things plugged into this, you know, and I was just using like the USB for the Canva light. So once we established that that's what it was, I told them never mind, and apparently I should have not done that because it seems like we're having some issues now suddenly. So I don't know, it was a pretty big investment for this light. It was a little over, see, it's doing it again. All right, I'm going to figure this out. I'll be right back. All right, hopefully that worked. See, it wouldn't be Monday if there wasn't an issue. It's early. I got like, the kids got out of the house on time. Everything was great. Beautiful sunny morning. Promise, no more interruptions. I had to stop the video because Willow has now decided that she knows how to jump on the counters, and that's not allowed in my house. So, okay. Anyways, I was saying it was a great morning. It's beautiful. It's sunny outside. The kids got off to school. Okay, Spencer's allergies are kicking her butt, but she's all right. And now we're having lighting issues. Whoops, and knife issues. Danger. Okay, back to planning. Back to talking about the weekend that we had, which I might add was a very good weekend, except for one thing, but it worked out okay. All right, so I think for here, I'm going to put this here to cover up my calendar. Cute. I will get outside this week. I'm like trying to get myself together. Oh, I think the cats are fighting. Is it a full moon? No, it's not a full moon. I know it's not a full moon because Joe and I were checking because Spencer has been like, whew, she's been tough. She's been tough. And Joe was like, is it a full moon? I'm like, no, it's just, you know, welcome to PMS. Even though we don't have anything going on yet, I'm afraid. But it is not a full moon because we checked. It is like a waxing. It was a whacking. Might as well be whacking. A waxing crescent or something. I don't remember. It was Friday when we were looking at it. Okay, so let's work on my trackers. I'm trying to get my life together, guys. I've been having a rough go. I'm not gonna lie. I've always had a rough time with time management. I'm really good with time. Like, I can tell you an hour before I'm supposed to be somewhere, or 2 hours before I'm supposed to be somewhere, that I am in fact going to be late. And, you know, I sit there and I say to myself, well, people are like, well, how do you know time so well? Like, how do you know you're gonna be late, but then you can't time management? I have no idea. Like, that is the problem that is me. So I have trouble time managing my time. I'm like trying to write and talk at the same time. Either talking doesn't come out right or writing doesn't come out right. So let's write this in. And I want to do a 10-minute workout. We're going to add that to the the habits. So what happens is that like for content and stuff, like I'm like, oh, I'm just going to film on Monday. I'm going to get it all done because I really like to have my planner done and set up for the week, and then I don't have to worry about it. My brain is now somewhat in order. I try to do the whole time management things. I think the problem is that I kind of take time to just like sit and scroll. And I think that I was definitely, no, I'm not going to say I think. I know, this is crooked. Hold on. I was definitely more or feeling more productive before the invention of the smartphone. Before I got my very first Apple iPhone, I was probably a bit more productive. Although then again, that's so crooked, I can't even fix it. That's fine. It's Monday. It's crooked. It's good. So yeah, so I was productive, or maybe more productive, but I was also still the person that would sit there and say, just one more cup of coffee and then I'll go take my shower to get ready for work today, and stuff like that, or like one more cup of coffee and then we'll get ready for the day and what we're doing. Joe and I are both like that. We're both a little bit of procrastinators, and we have a lot of things like opposites. Like he moves really slow, I move really fast, but it's helpful in the sense of I'm like trying to figure out what I'm doing. I need something done now, or we need to make a decision. I'm better at making faster decisions than he is, kind of thing. So we complement each other when it comes to that. But when it comes to procrastination, I'm going to say that we're both bad at that. So it would always be one more cup of coffee, one more whatever. And now, since, I've had a smartphone probably for the last 10, 12 years, however long they've been around, I got to get the gaming one. So since I've had that, it's been one of those things where it's like, I'm just going to scroll for 10 minutes. And the next thing you know, it's been like an hour, So I'm trying to get better with that. I've never been good at, when it comes to creating content, I create the content, but I'm like not, as a planner, you think I would be, but I'm not planning out my time well enough. So there's other things that I want to do. I've said things like, I'm going to put my little diamond painting. I'm going to do one for diamond painting. I've got reading. Let's do this little emoji bubble because I'm starting to work on my diamond painting again. I've been like kind of neglecting it. And Spencer started working on one that she got for Easter. So I'm like, all right, we're going to add that to the mix again. Diamond painting and then reading, because I've tried to make a promise to myself that I'm going to finish this book. That's all I need to do is just finish the book. I'm halfway through. I paused. Might have to go back a little bit to remember what was going on, but I can do this. Okay. I will get back to what I was talking about. I did not forget. So my whole thing is, or maybe I forgot a little bit what I was saying. With like, oh, I know what I was saying. Now I remember. See, guys, this is real life. This is how I talk in real life when I'm talking to my mom or Joe. I'm like, wait, what was I saying? I'm terrible. My mind moves faster than my mouth sometimes, actually all the time. But the whole thing is that I want to do other things, right? Like I've been sitting here saying, I'm going to add to my Etsy shop once a month. I'm going to start a Patreon, all these things. And it's not that I don't want to. It's just that the way I'm time managing my time, I'm like spending a lot of time filming and then filming reels. And I enjoy that thoroughly. And I still want to continue doing those things, but I need to time management better. So I was having this conversation with Joe, I think on Saturday night. And it's like I had a breakthrough. It's so weird. It's like I'm sitting there talking about how I'm like, well, I film on Mondays because I like to have my planner all set up. And then, I do a lot of edits on Tuesday. And I'm trying to figure out like how would I work in Patreon and coming up with and creating content for Patreon. And then what would I offer? And also trying to put Etsy into the mix. Like I really love doing like the digital downloads. It was getting really stressful for me to like print out stuff and like make it because like I was having a hard time finding the time. So I'm like saying all these things to Joe, and it just like kind of all clicked. It was so like magical and shocking and surprising and all the things. But I finally figured it out, and I was like, okay, so with that being said, I'm going to, based on this new schedule that I've like kind of roughly created for myself that I think will work beautifully. I'm trying to think. Do we have anything on Wednesday? Wednesday, I think we have a free day. Thursday, I have a doctor's appointment. So let's put that in. Let's do blue. We're just going to keep it all blue because I really like this. Or maybe do I want to? I don't have any other ones. It would just be that one. I think I'm just going to do the blue. I have an appointment at the booty crack. Well, not really the booty crack, but very early in the morning. And then I'm going to run errands with my mom after that. She's going to come with me. What else do we have going on this week? Like I said, I think this is like a chill week. I'm hoping for a pretty chill week because, I'm tired. And then they get out of school, like Spencer's not going on the 20th. She's going to be out on the 18th. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay. When did I go get my nails done? Did I really? No. I had to have gone again since then. Because I need to call for an appointment, I think. I'm trying to figure out nails. Okay, the 23rd. So, 1, yeah, 2, 3. This week is a nail week. So, I'm going to see if I can go Wednesday morning. So, I'm going to put one of these down to see if I can go Wednesday. And then this way I will remember and I won't put in working things. Okay, so typically when I go to plan, I plan on Mondays. I try to get all 3 of my main planners done. And then if there's any like unboxings or things like that, I usually film them on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Friday, we do our planner check-in. So it's like I kind of have all like these like filming days, which is great. And I sit here and I talk a lot, and I love that I talk a lot. And I hope that you like that I talk a lot, because that's what we do here on this channel. The thing is that it's not leaving me time to plan the things that I need to plan for and do the things that I need to do. So I would love to do a Patreon, like I said, and I would love to, let's see, my nails will probably be done by, and then we're going to do, I'm just marking off the time. So I want to be able to do Patreon. I want to be able to do Etsy. And the whole thing is that now school's getting out and I don't want to be working all the time. Like the whole thing, like everybody says, oh, it's so great to work from home and you're a mom. It's like, yeah, you know, it is. It's great. It's great that I can have this. It's great that, you know, I am available, and this having the channel and the support from you guys helps a lot. But I don't like to work all day when my kids are home. Like, so, I mean, when people are like, oh yeah, it's so, you know, great that you can work from home. It is scheduling wise. Like, so, you know, you don't have to worry about your kids, you know, I just want to place these like in different spots on the spread. So you don't have to worry about like, you know, getting your kids off the bus and you're at work or they're after school or something like that. But at the same time, like moms that like are working from home, it's hard, or parents, caregivers, it's hard because, do I want to put that there? Well, it's going to stay there. Now you feel bad because your kids are home and you're working, right? So, I'm trying to really create a good schedule for myself so I can optimize my time. So I'm working, I guess smarter, not harder. Like I know that sounds, but it's true. So what am I doing? I am going to start filming my weekly Plan With Me's on Fridays. So this week it's the exception because now I have to kind of get onto the schedule. And then Mondays are going to be my day to create on Etsy. So if I give myself a good time block to create some things for Etsy, my goal is to be able to have anywhere from like 4 to 10 new releases in a month, right? Maybe 4 to start. And then as I start getting into this routine of creating things for Etsy, it'll be a bit more than that. And then have my Tuesdays available for any editing that maybe I need to do, or reels that I want to create, or content for a Patreon that I would like to get going on. So I think the schedule is going to work. It was so funny. It was just like I had like this epiphany and I wrote it down, and it was so funny because of course I wrote it down like all pretty, and Joe laughed, and I'm like, listen, because like I did it in like 2 minutes, and it was actually kind of funny because he was like, you already did it? I'm like, yeah, I already did it. And I made it pretty too. And it was like in the matter of time that like he went and got himself a cup of coffee kind of thing. So it was really funny. So I actually want to write it down here. So we will write, I'm going to put in like idea, and then I'm going to kind of loosely put in my schedule for the week. And I think it's going to work. I think, you know, best laid plans, like everything in theory sounds like it's going to work, but I think it's going to work. So hopefully, and if it does, then that just means like same like content that you guys watch all the time, but it's going to enable me and free up some time for me to bring you some more things, some things to the Etsy shop and some things to, for Patreon, which I'm really excited about. I'm just trying to come up with some, not come up with, but just to see like, because sometimes, I know if you've been around for a minute, you know, I have a ton of content, and like I will have 7 videos or more, and then it kind of, I'm do I want to put it over here? I think I'll put it here. It kind of like goes into the next week. So I have this issue where if like there's too much content, but like maybe some things are like Patreon only access, right? So I'm working on the details and I'm hoping that soon I'll be able to announce when Patreon is up and running. I've already made an account. Just so you know, I already did an account. But I haven't created tiers or anything like that. And I haven't really streamlined what content I'm going to bring in. So I'm excited for that. But I thought I would share that with you. Let's see. I want to budget on Wednesday. So we're going to pop this in here. I love these. I'm like really trying to use up, not all my stickers, but I'm trying to use up, you know, some of these sheets that I have. And I think it's been working out pretty good. Let's see, day off. We're going to say, we're going to put in day off for Thursday because I'm not going to be doing any Planning Life with Erin things on Thursday. And I know it sounds strange to say that, like, you know, I consider this work. I don't consider it work like in your typical sense, like your 9 to 5. But I do mark it in as, and I view it as a job in the sense of, for the responsibility part of it. Like if I say I'm going to work on Monday and Tuesday because I have things to do, I try to get the work done or the things done, the content created. So that's why I say it like that. I guess it just helps my discipline. If that makes sense. All right, let's do, this looks cute. I like this. Just kind of keep it like kind of like sweet and simple. An airplane or something. I have my back door open because it's gorgeous out this morning. All right, we're going to write it in tan this time. No, let's do something. Let's just play around. My stomach is growling. I decided to come right in and start filming. How is brown? How is this one? Let me see if I can swatch it on something. I have so much paper around me and don't know what to swatch it on. That's too brown. We'll stick with this one. And we'll just write in weekend. I'm going to kind of write it in sloppy because I like to go over it. Weekend. With my Tombow Finalizing. All right. Week. And, ooh, I like that. Okay, and then we'll just do a little blue line underneath because I don't usually do anything in the morning on the weekends. It's like my time. Okay, so I don't remember what I was just saying before I started doing this. That looks really cute, though. Okay, take a breath, Erin. I need to, like, gather myself. What am I doing here? I wanted to keep this out. I think we're going to use these for the spirit days because, I don't know, my mom said to me last night, you waited till Sunday night to figure it out. I'm like, no, not technically. I just got it, like, on Friday or something. I want to put this in. Can I do that? That's a little too close. Let's see. Maybe I could put it down here. Let's do it down here. That'll give me more room, even though I have that there. We'll leave that one there. And then I'll put this one in here. And this one down here. Okay, so that's for Spirit Week. But yeah, I didn't really wait till last minute on Sunday. We had a lot of things that we were doing this weekend. I didn't get the paperwork, I think, until like, I don't know, Friday maybe? Which it's like, well, thanks for letting me know so early. So much in advance. Oh, I should have used this one, the sleeping in one for the weekend. Maybe we'll just put it down here for a second. Nope, that's where my happy moments are going to go. Can I take it off? Let's see. Probably not, but we'll see. If I can, that'd be great. If I can't, it's okay also. Ooh. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Oh, that came up nicely. Okay, we're going to put this here because I like to try to sleep late on the weekend. Sometimes it doesn't always happen, but I do like to try. Let's do, Friday night is my night for my hobbies. So I'm going to put that in there and we'll use the book. Where? Let's see. We have one there. We have one there. I'm going to put it here because why not? I like that. That looks really cute. Okay. I like it. And then I still have, I should have used this one. Now I'm mad because I have a sheet that I haven't used. I still have one left on it. Okay, that's fine. Maybe we'll use it again. We'll see. Okay, I'll use it. Oh, maybe I can use it in a daily page. All right, so this weekend was really nice. So let's get back to things. I'm a squirrel. I'm all over the place. I have a lot of thoughts running through my head. That's what I mean about like my brain works faster than my mouth. So this weekend we had, let's see, Spencer's dance pictures. Those went well. I'm really lucky though, because this whole time I like created like a fake memory, I guess. I don't know. This is why memory is not very reliable. Just saying, like witnesses and things like that, eyewitnesses. I got the paper from the dance studio, and then I got a text message from the dance studio, and they were telling us what time Spencer had to be there, and it just said the studio. I'm like, okay. For whatever reason, I had created this memory in my mind that the studio was a photography studio that was nearby my house. And good thing I decided to double check. I texted a friend and I went and I looked at the paper again because it was not a photo studio. It was the dance studio. And I also thought it was supposed to be at 10:30. It was at 10 o'clock. So I'm really glad that that I checked on that, because that's just what happens. Like, I try to be as organized as possible, but then I sit there and say, I can just remember this bill list, or I can remember this, that, and the other thing. And the reality is, no, I cannot. So I was really glad that like that little voice in my head said, go check. So I did. And we got there. We were right on time, which is really great. It was really funny, though, because I was like, all right, let's just take your costume, because we were pressed. So I was like, let's just take your costume and you can change there. Forgetting that her dance studio is kind of small. And, I mean, there's like a changing area and a bathroom, but also lots of people were getting photos done. And, we got there and everybody was in their costumes. I'm like, oh no, we were kind of like waiting outside for the first group to go and come out. So I'm standing there with my friend and her daughter, and I'm like, all right, Spencer, I'm like, we're gonna get dressed right here. And she's like, what? Everybody will see me. And I'm like, no, you're fine. So I was saying to her, it was kind of funny. My friend laughed because she's the same age as me. And I don't know if you heard the new Slim Shady song. I don't know if you're from like elder millennials, Gen Xers, millennials, but I'm sorry, Eminem, he rocks the spot. He always did. I like him. Some of his things, me and my friend at the time were like, whoa, oh my goodness. So yeah, he's crass. Like, but I was telling her that us girls can get undressed with our clothes on and like get redressed with clothes on. Nobody could see anything. And she's like, what? How? And I'm like, well, we're Houdinis like that. I was like, Eminem just made a whole song about it. But we ended up getting her changed and everything was fine. She took her picture. She had like cramps. She wasn't feeling good, but she did her pictures. They came out beautiful. And then we had a birthday party that I wasn't going to tell her. I was going to remind her because she wasn't remembering. What was this for? Oh, nails. Do I want to write it in? Let's just do... I'm going to write it in, and I'm going to put a little question mark next to it. I'm hoping usually he could take me. I'm going to call him today. But anyways, so I didn't remind her about her party, and I had said to Joe, because neither one of us wanted to go. It was later in the day. We were both kind of tired. You know, we've just been go, go, go. And I don't know how many times I've said out loud in the last like 48 to 72 hours how tired I am. But I've said it because I am. Oh, I'm stuck. And then I was sitting there and I said, Joe, I'm like, you know what? She doesn't remember. I need to remind her, because if I don't, and she goes to school on Monday and everyone's like, oh my gosh, we had a great birthday party. We missed you. You weren't there. I don't want to be that person. So I asked her and she was like, oh yeah, I want to go. oh, of course she did. I did. Like I said, it was at a trampoline park, and I was like, ugh, I don't work well with those kind of things. But yeah, so we went, and we had to be there at 4:45, and the mom was so very nice. She was like, if you want to take Wes, not a problem. And I was very appreciative of that, because typically when Spencer has a birthday party, we, Joe will we divide and conquer. I'll go with Spencer to the birthday party, and, Joe will take Weston bowling or out for pizza, something fun, boys night, boys day out or whatever. And I had told his mother that, but she was like, nope. She was like, take it with you. And I was like, okay. So, I'm trying to write and talk at the same time. So he was very excited to come. He's been wanting to go to a trampoline park, and Spencer's been, because right before the pandemic happened, we had gone to a birthday party. And he didn't come. He wasn't invited. And this was years ago. My kids were in kindergarten and second grade when the pandemic happened, which sounds so crazy to say. But he's been wanting to go. So I was like, fine, if we're going, we're going, because ew, I don't like those kind of places. I really don't. And it wasn't lunch. I know lunch is pretty popular, but I don't like lunch at all. This place was nice. I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was nice. And the kids had a blast. I felt bad because one of the friends, I'm friendly with her parent, and they got the wrong directions, and they were about an hour or so late to the party, so which meant that the jump time was over, and I just felt really bad. The parent that was running the birthday party, it was for her child, she was like, she paid for her to be able to jump, extra, I guess. So, but then none of the other kids could jump. They tried to go out to do some jumping, but they were really strict, and their time was up. So Joe and I decided to see if we could, I need to get more of these apparently. We were gonna, excuse me, pay for our kids to jump a little bit more. I actually want to put these down here. I want to mark when I'm going to be putting up videos. So I could use a separate planner for social media, but I've tried it before, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it. That's what I need. And then no, it's not, and I don't use it. So we're just going to plan it right here. That's why I keep saying I could not have any planners and just have this one, and that's all I need. This is my planner piece. But anyways, what was I saying? Right. So we decided to pay for our kids to jump a little bit more. And I'm going to use this work in progress. I'm going to use this down here. No. Let's put it here. And we thought, it'd be nice to have our kids jump. But then there were other kids, and we reached out, because mostly it was really weird. I told Joe, I was like, you could have come here by yourself. It's all dads, which is cool. I think that's really cool. That whole narrative that only moms do birthday parties and stuff absolutely needs to change. So it was really nice to see that there were dads there. But Joe went and talked to a couple of the dads, and they were like, no problem. There was a couple of kids, their parents weren't there or whatever, so we paid for them too. Not a problem. They gave us a decent deal for another 45 minutes of jumping, so this kid could jump too. And it was nice. Felt like I did a good thing, right? Yeah. Until my daughter decided to fall. I don't know what she was doing. We saw the group of girls. It was they turned the lights off, and black lights were on, and lasers, all that stuff. It was nighttime. And Joe and I are not helicopter parents, but we are helicopter parents. In a situation where it's a trampoline park, and this is no diss to anybody who does it differently, but we feel the need to kind of be nearby our children. So just in case, especially with Weston, he did great. The amount of progress this child has made in the last few years is ridiculous. He couldn't jump before. He couldn't have both feet off the ground. And now, I saw him last week at karate. He jumps a good 2-3 inches, maybe 2. I might be maybe 2 inches off the ground, which is huge. It doesn't seem like it is, because a kid, who's 12, his age, should be jumping a foot off the ground. but he couldn't jump at all, like just 2 feet off the ground. So at the trampoline park, he was having a blast, but we were hanging out with him a little bit. We could see Spencer. Everything was great. And then we kind of lost her. We saw her with a group of friends. We saw her run off, and then we started making our way to the area that we had seen her run off to. And then we didn't see her, and it was dark, and all of a sudden we saw her walking towards us, and she was hysterical, like hysterical. And I'm like, what happened? Joe kind of kept moseying off, looking for her, not seeing her coming towards us. I sat her down. She fell. So she was jumping on a trampoline, and then she even said, she goes, I made the dumbest mistake. She jumped, and she decided to try to dive into like a big foam pit. Well, her body, like, I guess Joe was saying it's like a scorpion type move. Like, her body went in to the jump pit. She didn't have enough height, I guess, or too much momentum. She fell in, and then her legs went back, and she pulled her upper body, right? So it was like a tumble salt gone wrong, which is my biggest fear. I'm just going to say that right now. It is my biggest fear because, and it's funny because I used to like roll my eyes at my mom, like, oh, Mom, because my mom hated me doing, cartwheels and tumble salts, and I used to roll my eyes at her. And now I'm sitting there going, oh, okay, I get it. Because it's scary. Again, people might disagree with me. I don't know, but it scared me. And she's fine. I'm just going to say that. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys, friendly and happy and all the things. So she wasn't. She's fine. An EMT that worked there checked her out. And, I think for the most part, I think she was just scared. And I think like that initial jolt, like she didn't even need any motion or anything last night. She woke up this morning. She's totally fine. Scared the pants off of me. And then I looked at Joe and I'm like, that's what I get for a laugh. Because if we had just stopped jumping when it was time to stop jumping, everything would have been fine. But she was fine. And we came home. We got home a little later than we were going to because of the extra jump time. Not by much, though. And the girls had fun, and that's what it's all about. So, I don't know why I just did that. I'm trying to get this off. I realized my error, but I can't now, and I'm wondering if it's worth it. I just didn't want it to go underneath my tracker over here. Let's see. Concentration. I can do it. I think that's good. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're going to pull it back. Both of them. All of it. All right, I like that better. Just kind of freeze that up a little bit. Maybe we can do something like cool over here. No. Nope. Maybe we can do I do my painter there? Oh, if I take her off, what am I going to do with her? Maybe we could do her right here. No, she's still cutting into that. Oh, no. What's part of my reusable sticker book? Actually, you know what? We're going to go to my daily pages. In full disclosure, I have not journaled. I have a couple of things I want to back journal about, but I have not journaled. So like definitely this weekend. But that's okay. Like I'm like all about like normalizing. Like I did not plan in my planner. I did not journal in my journal. Like, that's the whole thing about, going easy on yourself. Give yourself grace. Okay. So everybody's fine. Birthday party was great. And Weston had a blast. Spencer had a blast. I just felt so bad that she hurt herself. She was so sad, and she was so upset. But we gave her a little bit of motion that night, and she got checked out, like I said, and she was okay. So it worked out. And thankfully she was fine, because that was pretty scary. I did not like that. Okay, let's fill in some more things here. We've got Spirit Week. Oh, Spirit Week. Then I have to try to figure out things like, oh, by the way, thank you for everybody who responded underneath my video from yesterday. I think she's going to go with 90s. She likes the 90s. She tells me all the time. She's like, that was the best era. And it's so funny because I remember telling my mom the 70s were the best era. Era. There is no R at the end of that word. Anyways, and I think it's hilarious because my mom's like, if I just saved my stuff, I could have given you my clothes. And I kind of find myself thinking that about Spencer, although she's a bit smaller than I was at her age. But how do I want to write it? Do I want to write it in dark pen? Yeah. So this is Teacher and Twin Day, which I'm probably going to fail at. I was saying maybe she should dress up as her favorite second grade teacher, but I'm trying to figure that out. I think Wednesday is Era Day. Yep. So I think she's going to go with 90s, which, you know, we have like flannel shirts. She has bell bottoms. I just don't know how hot it's going to be. So we shall see how that works out. And it's so funny because it's like her version of the 90s and my version of the 90s is not the same. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Beach towel and book day on Friday. So that'll be fun. School colors is easy. Guys, we're almost there. We have 5 days and then 2. So we have 7 days. 7 days. No school on Wednesday. It's Juneteenth. Thursday, Weston's going. Spencer is not. I need to remind myself. Let me put a little note in here. I want to make an appointment for Spencer and I. I'm just going to put pedicure in here, but we're not going to do pedicures. Like, I'm not going to spend $60 for the two of us to get pedicures, but maybe I will take us in, if he has time on Thursday, to get our toes painted. She has a doctor's appointment to get her brace, and then away we go with that. So I feel bad that it's summertime. We got our air conditioner working. Joe cleaned out another air conditioner from my parents' house. That's in our room. I'm still sweating at night though, guys. Ugh. But now I'm cold because of the air conditioner. So I sweat and then I'm cold. It's so fun. Let's see. I want to use some more of these. Like, I don't have a payday coming up this week. Joe's payday is on Wednesday. I guess we could use that. Why not? I mean, why not? I'm all about just use the stickers. I really like how this came out. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on this. Do we like that there? I don't know. Maybe we'll just put it in here. And then we'll put in, I'm supposed to be getting some packages this week. I just don't know when. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think of this. I like this. Like, it just makes me happy right now. I love this color combination, this blue with this gold. I think it's so pretty. And I don't know, it's giving me like relaxing, like favorite things week. I feel like aside from doing Planning Life with Erin things and like getting my schedule, like figuring it out, I want to take some time to pour into my cup this week because I'm going to have the kids home for 10 weeks for the summer, and it gets a little harder for me to fill my cup. That's all. So this week is going to be about me trying to touch base and work on my my cozy hobbies and really just take some time for myself. So I have a sticker on my fingernail. I'm like, wait a minute, my nail isn't blue. It's the washi tape. Okay. I need to budget. So I don't know if I need to write that in there. I do have to pay a couple of bills and get them taken care of. Hopefully we're trying really hard to get back on track. It's been hard. We have a $900 and something bill coming up next Thursday. So it's been tough, but we're getting there. Okay. I want to upload. So this will be upload. And it'll be this video, my Hobo Cousin. And then we're back on track. So we're going to do Hobo Weeks, I think, or Sterling. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I love planning in both of these planners so much. I just don't know what day I want to do it. So we're just going to loosely put that in there. Planning Life with Erin ideas. So this is, let's see, work on Etsy. And then work on my Patreon. Okay, I took some pictures this morning. So there's a couple things. So here we go. I think like this is pretty good right now. We're pretty full on this. I do need to, let's put in, I do have more things that I have to do. Post and then giveaway post. So in case you guys are following us over on Instagram, I know I've been saying that I was going to be putting up a second giveaway to celebrate our 10K over on Instagram. So with the kids being sick last week, and then clarinet and 2 violin concerts, a chorus concert, a birthday party, field day, and dance recital pictures, this mama was completely burnt out. And I know it's just a simple post that I need to put up, but I felt like I couldn't, I don't know, like figure out the winner and do all that, and until things settle down a little bit. So I'm going to do it today. So if you are not following us on Instagram, go over to Instagram, Planning Life with Erin, and check out that giveaway. It should be up today, so you'll probably be seeing this later in the day. So definitely go check it out. And then also I took the pictures. So I think I asked a question last week. Do we like this background? I have a tan background, or maybe just go back to the desk background. I'm feeling the need for some change. I don't have to have change. So if we decide that this looks the best, we'll stick with this. But I had mentioned that I was going to put it up in the community section. So this is on YouTube. So if you go to the homepage of Planning Life with Erin, there should be like, I forget what it is, but I know it's like video, playlist. If you scroll along the top, you'll see community. If you click on that, it will show you all the posts that we put up that are video content, so pictures and things like that. And if you're following us, so if you want to hit subscribe, if you're subscribed to the channel, hit subscribe now. If you're not, and if you're wanting to, hit the bell notification. You'll always be notified when we come out with something new, and that includes videos, and that'll include posts as well. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and we appreciate all your support. But that's where you'll find the vote for, or the voting ability for what we're going to do for this background. Okay, I think I covered everything. Stay tuned. I have 2 more planners I'm going to be planning in, so there might be some other things that I am going to be talking about from this weekend. So definitely hit subscribe to the channel so you can see all that and keep up to date with all things Planning Life with Erin. If you have made it this far into the video, thank you so very much. I know we're all busy, so taking time out of your day to come and hang out with us is super, super appreciated. We appreciate all the support and all the messages and all the things. So thank you for that. And yeah, that's going to do it. Till I see you again, have a beautiful week and keep planning. Bye.